Welcome to Be Offended with Joe and Tim. Welcome.
Wow. Hi, this is Al Michaels with my co-host John Madden.
What?
Welcome to the Super Bowl special.
Yes, the Super Bowl special. This is Tim, everybody. And
this is Tim, and that's Joe, and this is the Super Bowl special.
And this is a copyrighted song. However, for free use, we can simply comment on it very quickly, which I will.
It does. It reminds me of football.
Yes. So Scott Streeter, Phil Gerard, and Reed Hayes, they all composed it, and they wrote separate themes for the NFL. And the NFL decided to mash all three of them together, so this is all three of their songs together.
I feel like it's a little spit up, too, your version.
No, this is actually how it is. I'm just very, very, very coked up right now. I mean, I'm fine.
Is anyone hearing this right now? Because they keep shooting down my my satellites.
That's one part of my joke.
I keep trying to.
I was going to say.
Every day I'm out there just launching my podcast balloons, and all of a sudden I put on the news, and there's a fighter jet scrambling. They said we're a threat to national security.
Yeah. Oh, we are definitely. But we're not spreading what they thought we were spreading.
No, I mean, all we're collecting are the nudes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fly and peer over the neighbor's yard.
If I was like Bang Brothers or something, I'd put up a balloon, with a big fake satellite just facing down, and just put it like it's the nude finding balloon. Like somehow we have nude finding technology, and that we need fly a weather balloon over Miami.
We need a giant QR code on the side of a fucking weather balloon. That would just
steal everyone's nudes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was going to say on the show that obviously China stole our bit, but we had the Inappropriate Guys brand satellite that we were going to supposedly launch after the first season. Well, this was our prototype.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's very hard to break the bounds of Earth, but it's quite easy to have a high altitude air balloon.
Get some helium
without any type of steering devices. You just goes where the wind takes you.
Yeah, I mean, it's over. It made it literally the length of the United States. It crossed it perfectly. So yeah, good on them.
Well, I assume it just goes with the prevailing winds. So,
yeah,
but how many times did it have to go over Canada or something before it jet stream tipped? Yeah,
it crossed into Canada, but it went all the way down and it ended up in North Carolina or South Carolina coast. So it went right through. And you know what? I say good on them. They're getting into aviation again. Congratulations. For a while you've been into rockets and shooting stuff up in space. We should get back to the more
I think you're
grounded.
confusing them with North Korea.
No. China's been doing all the space shit. China's got a lot of space shit going on right now. But
then if it wasn't us, I think it was you too, and not the spy plane.
That fucking ad,
because they totally convinced they confused the entire. Unless it was a last second edit, but they had a Super Bowl commercial about talking about spears in the sky, and it was like, wait a second, do not tell me that the same people who put their stupid album in everyone's iPhone,
that's what they were
across
doing.
the world, and you woke up with it, and now they're doing their next release by having a high altitude balloon. Being shot down by the government.
I mean, at this point in time, I've already researched how much the cost of helium would be. I'm gonna see what altitude I can get at before they shoot it down, and just a big QR code. Be Offended Radio. I'm sure that won't come to bite us in the ass. I got one quick thing to bring up.
It's about the Super Bowl?
It touches on the Super Bowl, and it's a long roundabout way of touching on it, but it is. There was a lot of great ads. I liked some of the ads this year. Last Super Bowl, but so we
The last Super Bowl was famously the Crypto Bowl.
Yes, yeah.
It was everyone. It was all the crypto companies and financing and all the
Now it was a lot of tax
stuff.
season stuff. I noticed,
and then it became bankruptcy season for all those companies.
Yeah, and now it's taxes. A lot of tax commercials. But no, it was sponsorships, and I have Is this sad news? I think
he's going to do the sponsor us.
No, this is sad news. You can no longer save 15% from Smooth My Balls.
Oh no!
You know why?
Because they obviously went out of business and we didn't sell any ball smoothing products.
Apparently, we were their only people. If you go to smoothmyballs.com anymore, you get a 404. It is gone, wiped off the face of the planet. They packed up ship and left. So we were back to not having any sponsors. So, oh
no. So we need to.
Yeah, you two can play along at home. Go type in smoothmyballs.com.
For the first time, apparently, a bunch of freeloaders. We give you all this entertainment for free, and all we ask you
exactly.
is to, I mean, I guess the problem is.
Wait a second. Can we buy it? No. I'm going to try to buy smoothmyballs.com. So if it's 404, it's not being held.
So we can make back the $14 we got paid in.
I'm going to take back Smooth My Balls. No, it's just going to be a redirect to like one of our episodes.
It actually makes sense though, because people might discover our old episodes.
Yes.
Go to smoothmyballs.com.
Exactly. And then they'll go to it and then it'll just be us. And then they'll think it was a joke the whole time.
Is Meat Spin copywritten? Because you could.
No, it's not copyrighted.
So maybe you could just put the Meat Spin gif up on smoothmyballs.com.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my Super
those
Bowl
were very smooth balls. If they
were a little
correctly.
too smooth. Apparently, I think the problem is, like the filament in a light bulb. They had to make it like a little bit worse so that you could keep coming back for more. Apparently, it was so good they smoothed everybody's balls in all of the nation.
No, I think the problem was that the podcast fans and the incel community is like basically the Venn diagram is a perfect circle, and a lot of the podcast listeners are like, why am I going to bother smoothing my balls for an audience of none? I mean, I'm assuming most of our audience is too heavy to even see their own genitals, let alone have a female see their genitals.
Their launch period
what's the point of even
was COVID too, which is not a very good.
It wasn't a good. It was an all-time low. For genital shaving.
Yeah, there was a lot of hot girls who had some not so hot.
And also, Smooth My Balls was very gender inclusive. So it's not inclusive.
No, exclusive.
Well, no, It wasn't very inclusive in their language. It should have been smooth my
parts?
Barbie
smooth my parts.
Ken area. Smooth my Barbie Ken area.
Smooth my don't touch me there.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. What do you got on your list? I went through all my bullshit.
That's it.
I have tons of shit, but I'll talk forever if you don't interrupt me. So go.
You had that big introduction.
That's the best. How can I top that at that point?
With the music and everything.
Yeah. No, I've got a lot of good topics actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything from the Super Bowl really caught my attention.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to keep it on Super Bowl. Oh, I've got a good Super Bowl thing, but I think you have it too.
It's fine. Yeah, I can just go off you, brother. Just go.
Yeah, because you know what it is. It's the ad everybody's talking about across the nation, across the world, and across churches.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus is making a comeback, everybody.
Oh, he is? No, they've been waiting like 2,000 years for that. I wouldn't throw that language around.
Jesus is back.
Jesus is finally back. Finally. Yeah. Jesus Christ. This guy really takes his time.
My favorite swear word.
We taught that to my son.
Oh no!
We had to stop it. Yeah, we had to change it to like Jesum or whatever. Because he was in there.
Make sure
luckily, he goes to a JCC school.
Okay,
so they're not offended.
Don't give out too much information
because they're not offended because it's a Jewish school. Yeah. So they're not offended by using Christ.
He was a Jew.
Yeah, but they don't believe in him as the Messiah. So it would just be like saying like Abraham, or like Zechariah, or Leviticus.
Leviticus. What kind of show is this?
It's a biblical show. Well, I mean, sponsor. Visit our sponsor. He is risen. What is it? He gets. I don't even.
He gets up.
20.
Smooth,
so they spent
smooth my
20,
priest.
Yeah. Priest my balls.
Yeah. Altar boys don't have. No. What else can we do here? Nuns are us.
There's a 20 million they spent in, or 16 to 20 million they spent in commercial money.
I
advertising for Jesus as if have you heard of Jesus? It's like
it was a brilliant fucking ad though, because I was watching it and there were so many jokes that were running through my mind because they were showing like a lot of hate stuff, like everybody screaming at everybody. It was just a bunch of black and white photos of people yelling at everybody, like in protests and shit. And there was so many.
And a couple of Karens in Walmart.
Yeah. And I was like, there were so many things that this could be an ad for.
The second one I knew was Jesus because you texted me. The first one, I was, but because they ran two, and the second one about the third or fourth image when they didn't start having someone talking over it. I'm like, oh, this is Jesus. Jesus is back again. I was the first one to go to the tomb and see that the rock had been ruled out of the way.
But how, like, money wise, right? We were talking about it off air about like, I guess that's where all the donations went, was to this like Super Bowl ad, $20 million Super Bowl ads. But like,
I'm not sure how I'd feel as a Christian, knowing that all my tithing was going to.
It's like finding out like the money was spent. Like, I'm sure there's like some kind of safety net that they have that they, donating to them, they're spreading the cause or whatever.
But it's like, I mean, I guess they did too. I was gonna say, it's like advertising McDonald's, but then they did advertise McDonald's. But like, do you think no one has heard of you yet? Like, do you think there are people?
They advertised. What was the one with the girl who the big fat woman was throwing the chairs over? It was a fast food restaurant. They had one of those images in there. So it was Arby's or something like that.
Oh yeah, I was just saying a couple of Karens.
Yeah, there was one that was an ad. He hit an ad for Arby's. They pulled a Blue Moon ad. They did a 3 for. Oh my God.
But it's just McDonald's did the commercial where true love was knowing your significant other's order at McDonald's.
Yes,
but still, the point of even that is like, do you think there are people who drive by and there's like McDonald's and churches are like everywhere? Like you leave your house and you drive by McDonald's and you drive by a church.
America.
So like, do you think there are people who like? Just like what's that building with the big yellow
the arch? What is that?
The
what
big
is
yellow M on it. Like,
well,
no time to stop, no time to look.
Yeah.
Or like, what's that building with the big crucifix on? The big cross on the top of it. It only seems to be busy on Sundays. It's just
busy. The parking lot is full. I don't know.
Just once a week though. But I go on a Monday and there's no one there, and then you go on a Sunday and is it a football stadium?
It's a big sale.
Yeah, but it's just funny that like they would use. Like it's just so.
I think it's because of Sam Smith.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
I literally think it's because of
direct reaction.
I literally think Sam Smith did that show, and the church was like, "Oh no! Two can play at that game. We have more money."
I've never seen someone try so hard as Sam Smith. Like he came out with that first
fucking shit.
He came out with those first CD with those first really solid songs.
Yeah,
Stay With Me, and I'm Not the Only One. And like, yeah, okay, you're doing your thing, and that's fine, And then I guess Lil Nas X came out and really like brought the queer, really like hardcore, like just brought it,
squeezed the queer.
And I guess like Sam Smith now all of a sudden wasn't so relevant anymore, because now you have this like more flamboyant.
Yeah, so he went. So he had to just
direction. Go like.
He went straight to the fucking devil.
It was just, to me, it's like it was as desperate as like Madonna. Like it just seems
so
desperate
worse
to be relevant. Like it's just this desperate. So everyone knows Sam Smith did on the Grammy Awards. He did a song which I've never heard.
No one's heard. That's the first time I've ever
heard. And I have
that.
Sirius XM, and I'm always just constantly scanning through the channels.
I never heard. So
usually I'm pretty good at knowing songs that are happening. So I never heard of it. No idea. No one's ever talked about it. I've never heard anyone talk about it. So he did a song with the first openly trans person to win a Grammy. They won the award for it. So I guess They then performed that show, and he dressed in a giant red devil-ish outfit,
Yes,
and then he had like fire.
It was disgusting.
And
it was disgusting. No, it was disgusting because you like saw clearly he gained weight.
Well, stop no more. It's disgusting. He's fat.
Yes, he was
I'm
disgusting.
offended.
And that was a couple of articles that I read were that in order to pull off something like that, you have to be good looking. That was like the number one thing. They were like, nobody wants to see that. It's like the equivalent of like going to, Walmart at 3 a.m. It was not good.
Yeah, it seemed to me like he was trying too hard to be shocking and like, because again, that's what Madonna famously.
He went full retard.
Was not
you're not supposed to go full retard.
Yeah, like
he went full retard.
Yeah, like there was a time when what Madonna did in the 80s, with her like a virgin in the wedding dress, and like there was thing where it was like genuinely.
Oh, okay, yes,
genuinely shocking to the American public. But then that wore off. So then she had to like be out of her way provocative, but like it comes off as trying too hard, too needy, So I think that to me with that performance, like, there's been people who've done like, deviling things on the Grammys and the MTV Awards, but it was like Marilyn Manson or somebody like when he first came out. So like that was like his shtick, and now you can't be around for 8 years singing your, you say, it
was
all ballady, and all of a sudden now you're coming in as Devil Boy.
Yeah.
So anyway.
You have a message. I don't know if I have here we go. You have a message. Check your phone.
Oh, okay.
Relevant to the story here.
Oh, the Chinese spy balloon showing up to events after gaining international fame, and it's Sam Smith in some kind of.
What's he wearing?
It kind of looks like the female reproductive system. I'll tweet it out now.
It's got the fallopian tube and
it kind of looks like the pelvic. Yeah, like the pelvis and the.
That's what he wore. Yeah,
that was the Brit Awards.
Yeah, those were the Brit Awards, which happened not too long after the Devil Awards, apparently. I think he's lost his mind. But Jesus is coming to save the day, apparently. They were like, no, we're stopping this.
I think we had to go to Jesus, it seemed like.
Oh, we have to go there?
Yeah, you had to go to the website.
Do we also have to pay?
Learn more about Jesus.
Do we? You know what? They missed out on the QR code. Every ad had like a little secret QR code somewhere where you could scan it this season. And it was just hashtag Jesus. Oh, we need to start hashtagging this show, Jesus. What better way to get offended people and email us?
I don't want to mess with that crowd.
angryhatemail@gmail.com.
It's been too long since they caught they caught Jerry Falwell Jr. Like he was doing a hot wifing with his wife and the pool boy. Then they catch other people molesting. Joel Osteen has like a private jet and like mansions, and it's been too long that these preachers have been declared charlatans, and they still get followed. That I'm not inviting that crowd. I'm not inviting.
I don't know. I'm inviting them.
I'm not tempting that crowd with
my front door is open.
Hashtags.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't mess with crazy, sir.
Why are you doing this show with me?
I'm in a secure location.
Me too.
Exactly. I put you there. I've got
one more.
Those Hannibal Lecter.
A mask. I got one more Super Bowl related.
You're like a little. I hire yours. I have somebody who lives near Joe comes over and they wheel him out in his little on his little dolly.
Yeah.
And then they his straight jacket, and they take off the little mask, and he does the podcast, and they bring him back to a secured room.
Just wheel me right on back.
Yeah,
back into the closet, Joe. God damn it.
This is Sam Smith, though.
Yeah, we were on the topic. I have one more Super Bowl topic that I needed to get off my chest here. Let me start up my lawnmower here. Super Bowl grass was a big issue this year. Apparently,
Joe watched one football game in like 10 years, and all of a sudden he's like a turf expert.
Listen, when I get into something, I fucking get into something.
That's how you know. I was saying that to somebody today. I said, that's how you know it was a good football game, because Joe actually was like commenting and liking the football. Like usually the Super Bowl, like
no, usually the games are not so good,
and the announcers also try and these guys were new announcers, but usually they try and like ham up the moment, and they talk about the celebrities in the crowd and the the build up and the history, and these guys actually just commented on the football.
Did their
the
job.
Entire commentary was football, and the football was good. There weren't many penalties, so it was instead of it being about the ancillary, which most Super Bowls
like
are
baseball,
about, it was actually all about football. And Joe's sitting there, all of a sudden he's a football expert. And we can if I had a clip, I would do it.
Like we're first and down with the holding call. God damn it! What happened?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he turned into
Joe
Bill Burr.
The Eagles had just so he could throw it on the floor during that holding call. Yeah.
No, I bought all of the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Super Bowl T-shirts that had to be incinerated.
Nice. Yeah. You
donated.
Can use it when you redo your floor. You can use that for the polish.
all the rags really to clean up the floor.
Yeah, it's really good for polishing. These little T-shirts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were slipping and sliding everywhere because that fucking.
Oh,
grass.
That was one of my favorites. So we did Super Bowl specials on the original version of the Inappropriate
this
Guys.
This is our first. No, this is our second one
in the like 2006, 2007.
Yeah,
and our favorite thing was how at every Super Bowl at the closest airport there's a plane fully fueled at the end of the runway. And as soon as the clock hits 00, they ship all of the hats and the T-shirts and everything from the team who lost the Super Bowl, and they send it off to like the middle of Africa. But like immediately,
Zimbabwe has all of a sudden.
Second, like there's a pilot who like every year has like watched the Super Bowl. Like, well, he used to listen on the radio, and now he watches it on his phone because, like, he's literally sitting on a plane, like, on standby. Yeah. The second it's like, okay, looks like the field goal is good.
Yeah, there we go.
And then there's just, like, this truck going out at, like, 100 miles per hour to get these T-shirts out of the country.
It'd be a good movie. That's a good movie premise. It's just two jets on standby. It's like this Nike fucking movie now with Matt Damon and it's like, that could be
funny.
Movie.
No. The premise is that they send all of the stuff to the same country. So like, remember when Hillary like thought she was going to beat Trump, and then she never came out, and they had like fireworks set up. They had all this stuff. So like all that went to this country. So like so some tourists visit this country, and they live in like a total alternate universe. An alternate universe where like Dewey beat Truman and Gore beat Bush.
Oh, that would be great.
And Hillary beat Trump, and the Bills won 4 Super Bowls in a row.
And the Bears won
just every single close call. And this they live in this.
Oh my God.
Like
this alternate
all
universe.
they drink is Crystal Pepsi and like the Mountain Dew, the Doritos Mountain Dew, whatever.
They still have that Coke, the Coke Zero.
They're all wearing Google Glass and using their Palm Pilots. Yeah.
It's a good callback. I still have my Palm Pilot.
That would be a good premise. And they live in an alternative universe. Yeah, they're all driving.
I need to go back to Africa. I have to hunt this down.
They're all driving their like Toyota Scions. Or what was that really ugly one? What was that cube car that
Saab?
You had? The Honda Elements. They're all driving like Honda Elements.
Those are worth a lot of fucking money now. I tried to buy one recently. They're collector's cars now.
Yeah, because they got to ship them from Africa. where they thought it was like the coolest car ever.
Bring them back. The shipping rate is like $12,000. The car's only $1,000.
Exactly. That was one of my favorite bits though. It never gets old.
Yeah. So somewhere I have to pick up one of those shirts. That was my Super Bowl.
What, an Eagles shirt?
Yeah. I need an Eagles Super Bowl.
You better dust off your passport, buddy.
It was level 2 this year. I was very excited. We made it to level 2.
What?
You don't know what level 2 is?
I have no idea.
It was Super Bowl level 2.
Rihanna was on
LVII level 2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like when Rihanna was like on those little floating platforms.
No, level 2. People were calling it level 2 because nobody understood the fucking Roman numerals. Why are we still using Roman numerals?
That was an easy Roman numeral. The hard one is when the number comes before
XILLLL.
It's like the 9 and like 4 and stuff.
Yeah, I remember one Super Bowl. I was sitting there and I was like, I know Roman numerals and I don't know what this number is. I was like, wait, what is this?
I think 50 because it would have been Super Bowl L. So Super Bowl 50 they used a number, but other than the number, other than 50, they always use the Roman numeral.
It's bizarre. Level 2. Anyway.
What do you think of pregnant Rihanna going up there, man?
Oh, let's talk about it right after this break then. We'll get to Rihanna news.
Oh, I thought we'd do something else in there.
No, we'll do both. We have time. Supposedly.
This might be a 3-parter. Well, we don't have any Smooth My Ball ads anymore. We're going to put in. What do we even go for a break for? We lost our sponsor.
And we're back.
Oh, we're back with our normal music.
Yes.
Royalty-free.
Royalty-free music.
No suing us here.
It's Vans in Japan, though, so it's a good band, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of the halftime performance there? Openly pregnant woman dancing around.
We do need Jesus, but not in that way.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking that when my wife makes a complaint now, I'll be like, well, I mean, you know, you can't do the dishes. I mean, Rihanna was twerking on a floating stage. She was 150 feet above the 50-yard line. But no, sure. I guess I can get the knives and forks for dinner out of the drawer because you're pregnant. Yeah, that makes sense.
She opened up a whole new world of excuses.
Exactly. Yeah. I just destroyed that. Yeah. Everyone
destroyed all the excuses.
Oh, I can't just. Well,
Rihanna.
I mean, Rihanna was how many months, and she was up there. Yeah, she's up there giving the attitude, slapping her booty.
She had a play. She was at one point in time, which I was like, okay, what's going on here? Like the camera cuts through all of the white plushy people, and they get to her
Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, whatever the hell that was.
I think they were all dressed like Marjorie Taylor Greene at the State of the Union.
It's just a big fucking.
That was just their big Cruella DeVille outfit.
Just a dead animal. And so the camera like goes through and I'm like, all right, what are we going to like end up on? Obviously her, but I'm like, what she's going to do? And we get to like her. She has this like weird little smirk on, but then she turns around and grabs like one of her 2 ass cheeks and tries to lift it up and she can't. Did you notice that?
I did notice that.
I was like, what is this? And then she like did it again. She was like, okay, no, here's my asshole.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's very different. The pregnancy booty is not something you really want to be trying. It does not have
sexy.
The lift because your back, your spine kind of gets all weirded out. Yeah, that was not a. Yeah,
it looked like she was trying to check if she was clean after she wiped. Like it was the most unsexy thing. And when she was up like 200 feet in the air, she first of all I don't know if she did or didn't have a fear of heights, but even when she was on the ground, her dance moves were like barely TikTok dance move. Like it was the dancing in place.
I'm sure she's like incredibly pregnant.
But that's my point. So, like
I'm not sure how much.
At that point, just do like the opposite. Do like when Kurt Cobain went on MTV and they just did an unplugged thing and it was like intimate and everybody fucking loved it.
Because that's what they hired Rihanna for.
But that's what I'm saying is that if she's unable to be Rihanna, which she definitely wasn't.
It was fine.
She was.
Because she was actually, when she did her dancing thing at the MTV a few years back for the Icon Award, it was all lip sung. So at least without the dancing, she was able to actually do some more singing. So I was fine with that. I thought there should be more umbrella. There was not enough umbrella. I thought like 30 seconds cool. Umbrella. It should have been all umbrella.
It should have been while she was up there that like they blew up like a big balloon.
Oh, well, then F-22 comes and shoots out of the sky.
Yes, and all
There's debris all over
those fireworks that go off at the end. The balloon just goes up and the fireworks ignite it and it fucking comes down. And it's Rihanna. That's a fucking opening.
I was thinking when it started, how cool would be if they just had rain coming down from the little floating platforms. Yeah. I realized how fucking mad the NFL would be. That the entire field is just like this big, muddy, like, you know.
As if it wasn't slippery enough.
If Tom Holland can get rain on Lip Sync Battle against Zendaya, you can't. By the way, speaking of getting rain, you can literally see the second that her pussy gets moist in that thing. They're together in real life, and I'm not sure they were dating before.
I know.
I'm not sure they were dating before Lip Sync Battle, but at some point there, she's like, well, this guy's a fucking threat. And you can just see like a little lower lip bite, and that was it. Yeah. Tom Holland won Zendaya. Her soul and her body. Is it Zendaya?
Zendaya, yeah.
No, Zendaya.
She doesn't pronounce it Zendaya. She pronounces it Zendaya.
I never heard her speak.
I've heard her speak, yes.
Outside of Euphoria, I think that's the only thing I've ever seen.
I can't watch that shit.
I only watch
We need Jesus. I need a Jesus
button. Could definitely use some Jesus, yeah.
I need a Jesus. Do we have a Jesus button? I thought we did. We had a Jesus button, but it wasn't a button. It was our Lord and Savior Donald Trump's song.
Oh, fuck. We are so fucked.
Yeah.
Do you have, what's your futuristic music? It's not the AI minute, but do you have anything similar?
Yes, I do. Hold on. Let me see. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talks amongst ourselves. Let's see what sells. Well, the Miami Dolphins are not Super Bowl favorites next year, but I think they're going to have a good season.
No shit.
They have a good defensive coordinator. Tua is going to take judo class in the off season, so he learns how to fall better. Tyreek Hill's coming back. Waddle's coming back.
It's.
Am I still talking amongst myself?
Hello, Moto.
It's the Motorola minute. That's the futures I got sound effects wise.
Okay, well we're fucked.
Okay,
me and
we us together.
Man, it's a podcast.
Oh.
Because the AI has come for us. It's not coming for us. It has come for us.
The AI minute, you motherfucker.
Oh wait, no, it's the VR minute.
This is the AI minute.
I said the AI minute. I said, do we have an AI minute?
No, you said it's not the AI minute.
I said not the VR minute.
You said AI.
Creates a revolutionary.
Oh, we do have an AI minute.
This is amazing. We have an AI minute so long, I have to chop it off.
Okay, well, let it play out now. I made a mistake.
All right, well.
Talk amongst yourselves while I listen to music.
Disaster. This is why we do it live now. It's more fun this way.
The AI minute.
I swear I will not kill anyone.
They've come for us, Joe. We are now obsolete.
Yes, they fucking have.
That's why Smooth My Balls shut down.
Chat GPT.
This podcast has hosts, jokes, and expert guests, and it's all AI generated. Two hosts of AI radio talk about everything from tech news to anal sex.
What?
Neither of them are human.
They're
That's right. They even took our own hobby.
Wait a second. This means that AI's been listening to us.
They're even fucking themselves in the butt, each other in the butt while they're exactly like us in season 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I think they literally, I got to scroll down, but I'm guessing they must have taught the AI how to podcast by listening to us.
Yeah. It's like they've only listened to us. Is that why we had so many hits whenever our shows go up?
That's why it always felt like it was bots.
We always were saying it was bots.
We always had AI bots, actually. That's so funny. Yeah, we always had like random hits that like clearly didn't seem like people. We always said it was AI bots.
We're like, we don't know anybody from that area.
They cover everything from sex to latest development tech. They joke on tangents, interview experts. Wow. Yeah, it's all AI. 2 chatbots named Bella and Adam.
Son of a bitch. It's even 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm upset. You know what that means, right? I have to use AI to destroy them. I have to use their own invention against them.
Well, just your lack of logic would destroy the logic of the. Isn't that how they always do that in the movies?
Smoking,
There's like that super smart computer, and then they give like the dumbest person in the entire world in front of it, and then like it's like, do not compute, do not compute, do not compute.
Yeah. Well, I.
Oh, here we go. Wow.
Oh no, there's more.
In a more risky segment, the AI host discussed the question of whether vaginas feel tighter or looser depending on how deep you go.
Jesus.
This is our best topics. According to the information we have, it seems that they can feel pretty much the same all the way through, says Bella. in a generated voice that convincingly mimics the style of NPR broadcast. But what about anal? That's got to be different, right? Replies Adam. Right, answers Bella.
All right, don't give them any more
significantly tighter at the entrance and then less so deeper in.
Oh, this sucks. Never mind. They got nothing on us. I until they come up with a fucking.
This smells like my vagina.
The vagina candle minute. Until they come up with shit like this, it's not happening. It's not happening.
I don't know.
We beat their ass. This is award-winning music. Copyright free award-winning music.
I'm not sure. I think they're giving out bad information. I'm not sure the vagina stays tight the entire way through.
I think the article you read.
At a certain point, you hit the. At a certain point, you hit the end, and then your dick kind of bounces back around. You're like, well, sorry, I hit the end, and then it kind of bounces. It kind of bounces back around. But
I punch right through because it's so powerful. I just keep on going.
Of course, yes.
I end up in the intestinal tract. Oh wait.
Sexy. Yeah. I'm gonna bust a nut, and you're gonna bust your appendix. Yeah. Come on over to Joe's house for some sexings.
Your small intestinal tract? I got that. Oh God.
Small intestine meets small penis. Joe's coming over, baby.
Yeah, no, they got
anyway, there's now the AI. This is one of Joe's recurring topics in the AI minute.
Yeah,
it's the articles, and they're saying that like it's
so bad.
It's ubiquitous.
It's not even. It's not even factual stuff. Like I come across them all the time now, and it's total bullshit.
They've given, they basically they've given up, and there's been a lot of recent media, the people who like websites which I've never heard of, but one of our friends, is like a freelance writer. So I guess because I follow her on Twitter, and she follows like all these writers or whatever, then I get whatever. So I get it. So apparently all these websites I never heard of, which generate original content, all like got rid of their content generators. Mm-hmm. And part of the reason is that a lot of these companies are now switching over to the AI written
articles. Which is a dumb movement.
But then you realize how dumb people are, and you go, well, is it really that dumb? Because we don't have good reading comprehension as a nation. So, or like, is it idiocracy?
It's idiocracy.
Because like eventually, if all the articles are AI generated nonsense with circular sentences and no
there's nothing
substance to
there's
it.
Nothing. It's when you read these, it's like you see the headline.
It's like you look up like, who is Alec Baldwin? Alex Baldwin is an American male actor who's known as Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, you read the headline.
He's in a show such as 30 Rock and 30 Rock. Like you're saying the same thing.
And the headline is just targeted for whatever you're searching for. The headline isn't
search optimization.
Yeah, that's all it is. And then from there on down, it's just gibberish. It's like
nothing.
It's bullshit. But it's worse because Google just
lost
your
hopes up.
Google just lost, I think, something like, it was like $7 billion or something larger than that. It was a huge amount of money that they lost in the market recently because they were doing their version of Chat GPT or whatever the fuck their AI engine is. And it was like, they went to like show it off live, and the thing started spewing out like
racist
Heil Hitler. No, it started.
The anus gets less tight as you go in further. How many times does the AI have to tell you this?
AI
shut it down. Shut it down.
Anal intelligence.
That's what it stood for the whole time. Well, I mean, the aliens did start with anal probes.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes sense that the first episode of the AI podcast would exclusively be based on anal sex.
Fucking aliens coming. AI just stood for anal intelligence.
I understand thoughts. I understand emotion. I understand logic, but I do not understand pooping. And I need to know.
You know what?
We will put all of our artificial intelligence into figuring out pooping.
We're so wasteful.
And the occasional finger in the butt.
As a species that we like. we don't use everything that we eat, and it comes out of us.
And the machines are so efficient. And the aliens, they can't figure it out how we could be so wasteful.
Yes, we're so wasteful. Not only as a nation, as a world, but as a species within ourselves.
There must be some kind of purpose to the poop, because why would there be so much of it?
They don't even understand what a butthole is for. That's why all the anal probing is
That's why we haven't found the aliens. We have had the aliens all in our garbage dumps and our like sewage treatment plants. Just like, because all we do is generate shit and garbage. So they figure like,
that's the most important thing that we have.
For every one person, for every 100-pound person, there's 300 pounds of shit and 500 pounds of garbage. Clearly, the shit and the garbage must be the most important thing they produce on this planet.
And they keep it. They keep it and they bury it, just like when the person dies, they bury the person, but they also bury their shit. See, the entire time we knew it was AI, but we didn't realize what that's the A stood for.
So those people, I always thought the people who were getting abducted and probed by aliens were just being molested, but now it actually makes perfect sense.
No,
like the one thing
it is
the
aliens.
advanced species cannot understand is why we shit so much.
Any advanced species, any advanced computer, why do you shit?
Yeah, any advanced species is already like, evolutionarily, like they've passed shitting, like they've passed it, like as a species.
It's insane.
They're able to be so efficient in their nutrition that they take
exactly
what they need.
Like,
and the same thing with the AI. There's no waste in an AI system. No, it's just all. It's used.
Even if it comes, even if it's
all
like
the
gibberish,
energy
they're
input,
still using it.
the input, energy input is used, and then we're just pooping like Yep, AI, anal intelligence.
That'd be
so funny.
There you go. That's what it stood for. Oh my god!
I'm trying to GPT. How do I make a fusion reaction that's self-sustaining? Oh, I will tell you that. But first,
stick it in an asshole.
About I want to know more about sloppy diarrhea.
Why does it burn?
So the G obviously stands for gastroenterologist.
Yeah. GI and AI.
Yeah. Gastro, probing technology. Chat GPT. Gastroenterology probing technology or something. Yeah, gastrointestinal.
There you go.
Probing technology. Chat GPT.
There you go.
And all they do is
all they talk about is ass.
Is ass stuff. The Chat GPT. Now, if that's not an SNL bit. Yeah.
Oh my god! Well,
the whole music is like Sir Mix-a-Lot, like big butts.
I like big butts. Oh my god! Well, I think we've solved it. We've solved the world's problem.
We need to evolve past.
We were worried about AI. But as long as we keep shitting, they're going to just stay confused.
Well, I mean, the AI is probably going to develop the same way as humans. You know, like when the kids are like the young kids, it's Freud. Remember the different anal retentive?
Okay,
yeah.
Anal retentive.
That was one of the anal fixation, the oral fixation in Freud. So this is Freud's theory come to life. So right now, the GPT is very young in its development, and it's still in the anal
early anal fixation phase.
Yeah. So it's all the podcasts.
Wow.
Probing is all about butt stuff.
Stupid. Well, we've reached that point.
It's the thing that binds us all together, right?
It is. I mean, sometimes it's good to be bound together.
No matter what gender you identify with, we all have an asshole, right?
That's true.
As far as I know.
When you start eliminating asshole, you've got a new species, and that's alien. That's apparently what it is. So,
well, that's the thing is, like you can't really. Yes, you're right, Joe. Yeah. You said something very profound. You cannot move forward as a species until you get rid of all the assholes. No, until you get rid of all the assholes. You cannot move
double
forward.
Double entendre meeting.
Yes.
Maybe unintentionally most profound thing I've ever said.
Most profound, yes. The alien species are visiting us because they somehow, as a species, managed to get rid of all the assholes, both figuratively and literally.
Wow.
And then they're coming here and they're being like, What's an asshole?
What's
We
an
haven't
asshole?
seen
We
these
need to
in
discover,
thousands of
yeah.
years. It's like what they have in the cave drawings. You know, you see the cave drawings, like the mastodon, the people with like the little spears. So in there, it's just a bunch of gaping assholes and like double-headed dildos and like all this. They're like, whoa, it's our forefathers.
Is
so
that why we're so
us.
fascinated with black holes? It's just because that's like the asshole of the universe.
Asshole of the universe. So it sucks in though instead of spits out.
No, but it's like the start of the intestinal tract, and then it spits out somewhere else in a white hole. Oh, what else you got on that list?
It's gonna be hard to follow that.
I don't know. I got stuff. Well, okay. Let me finish up a topic that I started half a show ago. We talked about the racket that we discovered about grass, and the grass cutting racket. And I think someone crossed them in Arizona.
The Super Bowl?
Yes. And I think that's what happened. They're like, you know what? We'll show you. I was going to do an accent, but I decided not to. We'll show you. And then they fucked up the grass. And that's why
they said this grass was specially grown.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so
So
they have like the normal grass like maker and like keeper, because in Arizona the entire field is on a moving tray, so it goes outside and it grows and it gets suns and they bring it in
and everything.
Yeah, so there's like probably like a contractor who comes in and like supervise. So like, no, like we don't need you for your services. We're gonna get this special sod from like and they were like, oh, are you? Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll cover the whole thing in banana peels. Apparently,
they spliced the genes. It was a new bred grass. They spliced the gene. One of the major genes was vitamin
with a rubber tree or something. Yeah.
It was vitamin D from a banana or whatever.
Yeah. No, it was actually a bunch of aloe leaves. Yeah. So every time they stepped, it just like shot out the little little dry skin cream.
Yeah,
so
great.
Yeah. One of the players got hit. He got a concussion. He went headfirst into it.
Yeah.
He turns over. You can't see straight, but his skin is so moisturized.
Yeah, everybody felt much smoother.
Oh my God, you're so
They all got into the locker room afterwards.
Wow, I feel so smooth after this game. Wow,
and then the butt sex started.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, it's part of the butt sex stuff.
No, that's
not. We're tripping up the AI. We got to get the AI going.
Oh, we're optimizing for AI searches.
Yes. Anything butt sex all day, every day. If we change the title to butt stuff, there's already a butt stuff podcast.
Really?
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, and it's popular.
How many episodes are there?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look.
Is it actually about butt stuff? Or is that one of those things that gets you?
Or is it like just three dudes sitting on a couch, like always? I don't know.
That's butt stuff, actually. I mean, it sounds like it.
So it's butt stuff.
It sounds like the recipe for butt stuff.
Yeah, it's the
three
stuff
guys
you fast
on a
forward,
couch.
Stuff you
Football
fast forward
season's
through.
Over.
What are you gonna do? It's cold outside.
Exactly. It's not actually. I mean, this has been one of the mildest winters in most of the country. So I mean, there's been no excuse to cuddle up.
Oh, maybe that's why we have a lack of butt stuff.
Is that?
I don't know.
Anyway, Joe, I think you need to.
I got so excited for talking.
You got
about
nervous. The podcasts are taking our jobs. It's fine.
Yeah. Right. Well,
we lost our sponsor anyway.
Smooth my balls. Rip. R.I.P. Oh shit.
Yeah, it seems like a very niche product that probably like. Yeah.
The thing is
I'm happy they were not very discerning when it came to picking their podcast partners. But as far as that should have been
I think that's why.
Of their business sense. If you think it was a good idea to be a podcast partner with this show, maybe you don't really have a good business.
Did we single-handedly take down Smooth My Balls? Are we the problem?
I think it was your grundle.
It's us the problem. It's we.
I think it was your grundle and the review you wrote when you couldn't quite hack through that. Yeah, when you couldn't hack through all that and you had to write a bad review. Be like,
I'm trying. It just won't work.
I'm a man of mid to thick pubes, and your product was not built for someone like me. God. Sure, it did cut out the Cheetos that I dropped in there back in November. However,
well, I am out of. I'm looking at my list. I'm out of anything Super Bowl related.
Yeah, I would say I don't think I have anything that would fit the theme of this show.
Free
is the
balling
problem.
at this point. I do have. Oh no, I've got a lot of. Okay, this is something we could talk about.
Oh,
so one of our fans.
We can just end the show, Joe. You don't have to. Okay, we can keep going. I'm like
second you heard about a fan.
Tell me more about this one person.
The Japan Minute, everybody.
Oh,
yes. So we.
So excuse for the music.
Yeah, exactly. So we have one of our big fans in Japan is with one of our other big fans in Japan. Yet we still have not gone, which is sad. I feel like people acquainted with the show have gone to Japan more than we have.
Wait, is our fan doing Bradley Gibble's panty stealing YouTube channel?
I don't know what he's doing, but he went to Japan.
Did you give our fan Bradley Gibble's address? So last season we had a purported Japanese man as a guest on the show.
No, he is. He's definitely from Japan.
Purported.
Yeah.
Purported. And I think he's a character, the Japanese character, and he was a panty stealer person. I think he was on the show for what? How long? About 20 minutes to 40 minutes. It was a while.
It was long. It was longer
than the heaviest
needed.
lifting. It was the heaviest lifting we ever did.
We prepared for that for 3 years.
Yeah. It was rough, but so you have a friend and we have a fan in Japan.
Yeah, we have a fan in Japan who is touring Tokyo, and I told him to go look for Bradley Gibble, and so I'm emailed Bradley and I told him, hey, we're looking for you. We're coming for you. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if our fan is currently looking for the used panty vending machine. He thinks it's a myth.
I think it's a myth.
You think it's a myth. So he's our man on the street. We'll hear news from him in Japan. And
he should interview people and report back to the show about. There was a professor of economics, I think, at NYU or what? I think it was NYU.
Japan.
And Japan has a problem with an aging population because
they don't die,
and the younger people don't have sex. They're like
weirdos. Pandas. The pandas also have the problem too. Pandas are so fucking lazy. They don't even want to have sex.
Well, I think it's more like they're into like the video games and the manga and the cosplay and the panty vending machines.
There's a lot of distraction.
Godzilla.
Yeah. A lot of distraction.
So anyway, and they all like got radioactive at Fukushima. It's a big problem. So anyway, this guy and maybe our fan, if he's hearing this while he's still there, can do interviews, man on the street.
Yes.
But his suggestion was that the older generation of Japanese need to do a duty to their country and commit ritual harikari.
Oh my God. And harikari? You mean bukkake? I mean, no, not bukkake.
No, not bukkake. No, it's harikari, isn't it?
No, it's Sudoku. No,
Sudoku.
I can't Sudoku? Sudoku. No, not Sudoku. Subuku.
Subuku.
It's probably one of the most racist things we've done unintentionally. Anyway, he wants them to do a ritual suicide.
Yeah, that was his big S-C-P-P-U-K-U.
Seppuku.
Abdomen / belly cutting.
Yes.
Yeah, this let me get the story up.
No, wait, make sure it's not written by fucking AI.
Play music again.
Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go.
No.
Oh, I thought we were waiting.
Music.
Oh. Wait, which music am I playing?
The Japanese Minute.
Oh, jeez, I have to okay, fine, Japanese Minute again. Here we go. PlayStation booting.
Oh, it's a Yale professor. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
A Yale professor, Japan's old people should kill themselves. Oh, in a mass suicide. I missed that part.
Whoa.
His controversial opinions have made him popular with Japan's youth, leading to his large social media following.
Jesus.
And an appearance in an energy drink ad. What the fuck?
This isn't fucking chat GPT fucking bullshit.
No, this is the Jerusalem Post. This is real.
Jerusalem Post. And listen, I'm happy you've moved
Let me go
on.
To New York.
I'm happy you've moved on from the fucking
Let me go to the New York. Let me go to the New York Post. Hold on. That's a real one. News: mass suicide. Yeah, spark hours. The elderly Japanese residents should take part in mass suicide by disembowelment to help the country deal with an rapidly aging population.
I'm trying to
He's
get
a 37-year-old
the
assistant professor of economics at Ivy League school. He's a little bit out of his area of expertise here. And he gained 100,000 followers on social media as he touted the controversial solution in multiple interviews and publications. I think the solution is pretty clear, he said in late 2021. He's been trying to sell this idea for 2 years.
This is 2 years old, man.
No, he's still trying to sell it. In the end, isn't the mass suicide and mass seppuku of the elderly?
This is morbid. I don't understand. Like, he's calling for mass suicide in Japan from old people, right? It's ageist. This is not like young people kill themselves. It's like if you're over a certain age.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. He's
I have a solution for this.
Wait, let me tell you though. He's kind of calmed his. He's moderated himself a little bit. He's also discussed the possibility of euthanasia and just making it mandatory in the future when they get to a certain age.
Does his name start with an H?
And end with a lur.
Oh my God. Yeah. Lur. It sounds familiar. I don't know.
So he's saying it's an abstract metaphor. He's claiming it's an abstract metaphor. No. I think he really was like the old people should kill themselves.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. But also, we have a solution for that with a man on the street already. We can just COVID.
Oh.
Solved. The guy got his wish. What did he say this in 2021? He had his opportunity then. That was it.
He could have just walked around coughing on people.
Yes, he had his chance. He could have walked into an old people's home here, got on a flight, taken a boat, went to Japan, coughed a bunch of old people there, and that would have been it. Although Japanese people have been wearing face masks for way longer than any pandemic. So,
yeah, and they wear them properly too.
Yeah. And they don't have a lot of facial. Well, maybe they do. A lot of them don't. At least the women don't.
I don't know. It's always blurred out when I watch the
movies. That was a quick one. That's good.
Thank you.
I don't know if I want to end on anything other than that, actually.
No, I don't think so either. I'm not kidding.
Well,
if you know, then you know, guys. I guess. If not, Google it. Google Japanese censored.
Yeah. Bradley Gibble's favorite. And jeez, I'm sure we're the people who've talked about Bradley more than anybody else in the history of people.
Hopefully he talks about us just as much.
I think he does. I think we are I think we're a thing. I think anally it might become
Jesus Christ.
Find us everywhere. Don't let
this is usually where we plug our sponsors. It's just dead air. Yeah. Look for our balloon flight over North Dakota.
There you go.